It's recording. Okay, guys. What questions do you have? Who here has hit Success Club or well on their way? We still have like 10 days left in the month, but.
The money. The money.
Let me see.
It's mine. That's my kid.
Kylie, awesome.
I just messaged the thread. I want you guys all to answer. So if you've hit it, comment. If you haven't hit it, what are you struggling with so that we can help you? Because there's no point in just sitting here not saying anything. If there's things that you aren't doing or you're struggling with or whatever, that we can be kind of walking you through. Awesome. Amanda's at 6. Christine's at 8 and like inches away from Diamond. That's super, like inches, really, right?
So awesome.
Sarah's at 2. Amanda said she's struggling with inviting still, but getting better. So when it comes to inviting, like what is it specific that you're struggling with? She's typing. Tanya said, struggle is belief in myself. Let's talk about that for a second. Can you talk? What is it that you're struggling with as far as belief in yourself? And Amanda.
I think, I don't know. I've always just quit on everything that I've started, and I think it's just really getting to me now, especially where I'm like really exhausted from this pregnancy, and I think it's all just wearing on me, and my mind is just going there where it's like, you can't do this, obviously people aren't coming, da da da. Yeah, it's just negative self-talk.
Okay, so first of all, this is exactly why PD is like the most important thing ever, because like I promise you guys, and we're not saying like 10 minutes of PD, like when we're reprogramming our brains and we're like punching mean girl in the face and like flipping her off and being like, screw you for telling me I can't do this and I've quit everything and it's just, that's why I suck. And like, you guys literally, that has to be like your number one. You are like attacking that negativity every single possible second you can until you just don't even like, if I get an ounce of negativity, like, I don't even know how to explain it. You're just like, that was dumb. Like it doesn't affect you. You're not like, oh, whoa, well, maybe I do suck. It's like, that was a dumb thought. Like, why am I even entertaining that right now? I'm gonna go listen to something. I'm gonna go get my energy back up. I'm gonna go be proactive about this. If you guys let yourself sit in that funk of like, I can't do this, or fear, or negative, like that is when you're like, turn on something, make sure like you're driving good positivity into your brain until you literally don't deal with that crap anymore. Like you have to just get it out of your head altogether. Ashley, do you want to talk about this for a second? Because I know this has been like huge for you.
Yes, like for real. When she says like you're punching your mean girl and you're flipping her off, we are talking like if your mean girl is anywhere of a B word like mine, like 6 hours a day. Like when she says 10 minutes, don't do 10 minutes. Like I literally do probably 6 hours of personal development a day. And I still, if I let my mean girl out of her cage, which AKA means I miss a day or two of PD, guess what? She comes back. So that's where, and when I get no's, I notice, I think it's Tanya. I think that's how you say it. I always feel like I say her name wrong. When you were like, no one's coming to me. Girlfriend, do you have any idea how many days in a row I've sent 10 invites? Do you have how many days in a row Micah has sent invites, and how many days in a row Melissa and Jaylyn and Cozy? We don't just have people come to us. Like I've had coaches say that to me before. I can't wait till I'm at your level and people just come to me. Okay, we'll send 200 invites every month for 3 months in a row, and you'll have people come to you too. Like, it's not just that people come to us. We talk to people. We start conversations. We invite every day. And we don't start inviting until our brain is on fire and until we have worked out and we have that rush of endorphins and that we're like, dude, you'd be stupid to not join me. Like, this is awesome. And that comes from loving the product, being a product of the product, following the meal plan, because your energy is SHIT if you're eating garbage and then trying to tell people to come join your healthy life while you're sitting over here binging on Cheetos. Hashtag I've tried to do that and no diet success club on the last day of the month. But the more that you're like on fire about what you're doing, that you're on fire about your life, the direction you're going, the direction your transformation is going, the way that, and you can still do that even when you're pregnant. It doesn't have to be that you're having like a side-by-side. It can be that you are still working out, or how many days in a row you've worked out, or that you are, you know, that your doctor's proud of. Like, every time I went to the doctor and they were like, I'm proud of you that you're still working out. I would do a post about it. That I was like, my doctor is like super excited about the fact that I'm having such a healthy pregnancy with Emma compared to Casey. It doesn't have to be a side-by-side. It doesn't have to be a look at my six packs. It doesn't have to be I lost 10 pounds in 10 minutes. Like, it just needs to be that you are going in the right direction, that you feel mentally like you're going in the right direction, that you're doing enough PD, that you are excited about the direction you're going, and that you are opening your mouth to talk to people. And that, like, all the pieces, it's like making a recipe, I just made spicy cauliflower bites from the Fixate cookbook. Those are bomb, PS. But leaving out the cauliflower and then being upset they don't look the same as Micah's. Like, well, no duh, you left out a huge piece. Like, there's a reason personal development is a vital. It is a vital. And that comes from, it's just like if someone said, I took a really, really good shower for 4 hours 2 weeks ago. Isn't that good enough? No, girlfriend, it's not. You need to shower every day, just like you need to do personal development every day. And if you're super, super muddy because you have a super, super bad mean girl, then you have to take a super long shower every single day, okay? Okay, I'm gonna get off my soapbox now.
I love it. I love it. Yes, amen. Preach it. All of the things. Okay, I was just reading through all of the questions too as you were talking, because there's lots of people are struggling with connecting. Lots of people are at 0 because, let me see, not getting new people watching stories. Even though you're connecting and expanding, you're still inviting. Lots of people are getting ghosted. Amy is getting lots of interaction on her posts, but then she doesn't know where to take it from there, whether she should just connect with people or if she should send an invite from there. Hannah's struggling with posting. Did you watch my training yesterday? That's a no.
Yeah, Hannah,
Okay.
Honestly, I get probably 90% of my posts from my personal development. So if your personal development isn't on point, your posting is not going to be on point. And for me, that's how I am. So up your personal development. And lots of times I just write stuff in my notes when I hear something that clicks. And then later when I'm doing a post, I always go back to those notes. I get pretty much all my posts come from some type of personal development that I've had.
Yeah, totally. And watch the training I did yesterday. So, because I talked about posting in there. It's in the team pages, both of them. Celia said Celia posted, P.S. Celia went emerald today. Woo! Congrats, girl. She posted a transformation. She's killing her journey, and she got a ton of interest. And so she has lots of awesome conversations going, but she said she's having a hard time, kind of sealing the deal. She says the prices are scaring them off. So that just comes from 100%, you guys, sealing the deal and getting people on board comes from your confidence. Are you using wimpy language when you're talking about the price? Are you and it's really cool and it's $160? And then we did are you afraid to tell them it's $245 or $160 or whatever? Because if you are, I can promise you they're getting that energy and they're like, oh, she was just weird when she said that price. So I must feel weird about it. That was weird. So if you're girlfriend, you get a year of fitness. You get me forever as your coach. You get 30 meals of superfoods and things that you will not find in any of your other foods that you're eating. You get blah, 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 whatever pack they're getting. and it's $220, and you save $130 by getting a bundle. That's why I love them. That's why I recommend every single one of my clients starts with a pack from the beginning. You can at least get the most bang for your buck. Use the superfoods for your first 30 days. If you don't love them after that, that's fine. We can still continue to work together. We'll still crush your goals, but I want you to get the most bang for your buck. This is what I do. This is what's working for me. This is what will work for you. If you lead with confidence and you're like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. This is what you're getting because this is how I help my people. They're coming to you because they want what you have. So if I said, you can get my results, but you don't have to do A, B, or C. You can just do some of the workouts every now and then. That's not what they're coming to you for. They saw your results and they're like, tell me what you're doing. I need help. Like, what is it? You need to then come from a positive, confident place and say, I'm doing this, this, and this will work for you. So let's get you hooked up with your pack. It'll save you over $120 when you're doing it this way. Let's get you going. We're starting on Monday. I can't wait to help you feel amazing. And if you do that, and I would voice message any chance you can, because they can hear your energy, they can hear your passion, they can hear that stuff way better than like through just like a text or a message. Any chance you can voice message them, do it. But you guys, it is 100% confidence. Price objections are 100% a confidence thing. And then understand some people legit don't have the money right now. But guess what? If they give you an actual no, or that's too expensive, I can't afford it right now, be like, girl, I totally get it. I actually do these every single month. So if you want, I can save a spot for you next month. Because I promise you can save up between now and then, and I want to save you a spot, and I know this will change your life. Like, let's do this. And if it's important to them, they will save up. They will stop going to McDonald's 6 times a week, and they will save up enough money to get their challenge pack. They will find it somewhere if it is important enough and if they see the value. If they don't, of course they're not going to invest, because you don't pay for something you don't value, right? So it's just a matter of continuing to show up, continuing to share your journey, continuing to speak with confidence and conviction. Those people will come around, I promise you. But don't write off the ones that haven't responded. Make sure you're following up. Make sure you're checking in. Make sure you're creating hype and urgency and excitement around your group starting Monday. So many of my girls don't start on the first, like when I give them the information. So many of them, I'm like, hey girl, just want to check in with you. I haven't heard from you. Did you have a sec to check out the pack? I don't want you to miss out on this group. Like, check in with them, follow up. Everything happens after the follow-up, okay? So make sure that you're not skipping that. Yes, Cozy, I totally believe that the objections we get are the things we aren't confident about. It's so true. So true, so true, so true. So the more you educate yourself around Shakeology, the more you educate yourself around the value in the Ultimate Portion Fix program, 2B Mindset, BOD, like how many workouts are in BOD? How convenient is it? How much would that be compared to getting a gym membership? How, like, the more you really just educate yourself to see the value in it, the more you're like, holy crap, now I kind of feel like ridiculous for only offering it for $200. Like, this should be way more expensive than that, you guys. Like, it's ridiculous, the value that they're getting. So if they have an objection, that's fine. They just don't see the value yet. But that's also our job to help them see that. So we draft posts around that. We speak to the objections. The objections that I get behind the scenes, I'm posting about it publicly. I'm combating those objections in a post, not saying, someone told me this and I'm this. No, I'm just drafting a post around the value of Shakeology, around what it's done for me, around BOD, around the convenience of it, around the results I'm getting, around the community, the accountability, my groups, like everything that you can build value into what you have and what you offer should be how you're drafting some of your posts, with intention to breadcrumb what's coming, right? So this all goes hand in hand. All goes hand in hand. Michaela said she's struggling finding the right hashtags to help find the right people. Most of the hashtags I feel like are overpopulated with coaches already. Wrong hashtags. Do you have any suggestions? I've been trying to find hashtags with things that resonate with me, like a clothing brand. Yeah, so get out of the hashtags that have all coaches, for one. 2, you guys need to think outside the box. Like, what else do you like other than health and fitness? What are your hobbies? What are your interests? What are like your beliefs? There's so many. I know there's lots of LDS women on our team. Like there's so many faith-based LDS type hashtags that you can find. Mormon moms galore. Like if that's your jam. What kind of food? Like, do you have a food philosophy? Are you paleo? Are you this? Think outside the box of just like working out and mom, whatever. Think home decor, think travel, whatever. Like you guys got to think outside the box about what your girls are going to be hashtagging, right? And that's also why I don't like just searching hashtags. So I feel like the normal human is not posting a picture of her kids and then hashtagging like 20 hashtags, right? The normal person is just posting a pic of their kids and not ever using hashtags. And if we go to find people through hashtags, lots of times we're finding business people because business people use hashtags, right? So that's why I personally am like a major whatever behind just finding a very solid account and then working through their followers, because they're going to gravitate towards like a mom blog or a whatever, or a food blog or something that your people are going to gather around, and then just use their whole follower list to find people. And I just base it off of their profile pic and their name. If they look like a normal human mom that looks like I'd be friends with her in real life, I follow her. I don't even like overthink it. I don't go and study her page for like 12 hours and then like try and pray about it. I just follow. And it's super fast, you guys. I feel like this is the one thing that everyone overcomplicates the crap out of. And it's simply a numbers game. It really is. You follow enough solid people, some of the solid people are going to follow you back. And then you can generate the conversation. And even if you want to go to their page, go to their page, like a couple of their pictures, then follow them. Go to their page, like a couple of their pictures, then follow them. Don't just like, you know what I mean? You guys, if you can get over this hump, I feel like this is the thing that holds like 98% of coaches back. I don't know how to expand. I don't know how to connect. Like, just be a normal human. Go find friends, follow them. Don't get depressed if they don't follow you back. If they're solid and you want to be friends with them, show love on their stuff. Be proactive. Love on them. Genuinely be interested in their life. At some point, if you're putting valuable content out there, if you're sharing who you are, if you're showing up with consistency, if you're sharing in your stories and you're being a normal human and you're not just like blasting Beachbody all over the place, they're going to follow you back. And if you're finding that you're not getting anyone following you back, then you got to gut check and be like, am I like repelling people off of my page? What am I doing? Why is when they come here and they have like a split second to click follow or to move on to the next? What do your pictures look like? What kind of stuff are you putting out there? Are you trying to be too motivational and positive and uplifting? Like sometimes I feel like sometimes coaches kind of step into this, like now I have to be this I don't know, like this epitome of like motivation and inspiration, and I have all the answers now. Like just continue to be normal. Continue to share your journey with joy and with positivity and with what you're learning and different aspects, and to continue to share your kids and continue to share funny memes and whatever is about you. Continue to share those things, because when people come to your page, they're basing their decision to follow you off of in like 2 seconds. Seriously. So just maybe after this call, get on your social media and look at your top 9 on Instagram, look at your bio, look at your profile pic, and be like, would I follow me? Do I look interesting enough like that I would follow me? And if it's meh, then you got to kind of check yourself, right? And figure out where can you improve. Do you need a better lighting in your pictures? Do you need different angles? Do you need to share more variety? Is it the same selfie angle every single day? Sometimes I'll see that, like this one Tone It Up girl that I follow, literally every single day, she does the same angle, like the same picture every day. And I'm like, girl, it's just so funny. So you just gotta like be you're a CEO, right? So you're saying, what is my storefront telling people? Because your social media is your storefront. And that is what is bringing people in, and that is what is pushing them out the door. So if they go to your stories and all you're talking about is your next group and your workout, and you're not sharing anything else about PD or life or funny things your kids are doing or giving value where it's going to bring them back to show up the next day, they're not going to show up the next day. Your stories is like your reality show, right? And I love this. Melissa McAllister always talks about this. She's like the queen of social media branding and all this stuff. She always talks about we have to be careful because we are a reality show. That is what our social media is. Our challenge group promotions and our coach invites and calls to action, those are commercials. And if someone is truly interested in your reality show, they'll stick around for the commercials, whether they're interested in your group or not. But if you're not giving them enough meat and enough reality show, they're going to see commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial and be like, dude, this chick is boring. I am moving on to the next station and I am definitely not going back to ABC. You know what I mean? So just think about that. How are you showing up in your stories? How are you showing up on your feed? You want to make sure that you're giving people enough inspiration, education, and what's the other one?
Entertainment.
Entertainment. That is what people are coming to social media for. So it's going to be different for everyone. If your target market is a college girl, she might not be totally interested in my kids. But if my target market is a mom, they're going to connect with the fact that my kid is throwing a fit or throwing this or being crazy or being silly. Like, they're going to like that. So it depends on who your market is. And that's why we always talk about knowing who you're talking to, knowing who you want to attract, knowing who you want to work with, because that's the stuff that you need to think, what is going to educate them? What is going to entertain them? And what is going to inspire them to just be a better human? And that is how you show up with intention as you share your journey and you share your life. Okay? Does that help at all? Good. I'm scrolling back up. Sydney, that's the number one thing I let people. Yes, I love it. When they say it's too expensive, do you give them the price without Shakeology? Not right off the bat. I'm not like, oh, okay, this is it. Like, I make sure that I'm saying, like, for instance, if you're talking about, like, what pack are you talking about? Just like a base bod pack? Or are you talking about like ultimate portion fix pack? It doesn't really matter. But if you're, whatever pack you're talking about, make sure you guys, like, when I'm telling them the price of the pack, both. Okay. I generally tell them, like, okay, so we definitely, I'm like, this is an example response. So they fill out my form or they go through the info group and they're like, oh, I want UPF or whatever. Well, the packs are in there, so they should see them. But anyways, if I know for sure they need BOD, UPF, and Shakeology, I'll be like, okay, girl, we definitely want to get you hooked up with your workouts for the year. We definitely want to get you access to the nutrition program. And then we just need to figure out, like, I'll say, and then we need to figure out if you want to do Shakeology or if you want to do Performance Line. And then I'll say, and then I'll break it down. I'll say UPF alone is 109. Shakeology alone is 130. BOD alone is 100. And I'm like, but the rad thing about the packs is that you get everything for blah, blah, blah. You save over this much. That's why I want you to, you guys, have you done the math? It is more expensive to get BOD and UPF than it is to get BOD, UPF, and Shakeology. Because if they're concerned with price and they don't want to do, I've had like 3 of my girls do this. They want UPF and BOD. They're like, I don't really want to do Shakeology. I'm like, okay, you can totally get them separately. It'll be $210 to get them separately. Or you can get the nutrition pack with Shakeology, which is $160 because it's UPF and Shakeology. And then they're doing a promo right now where you add on BOD for $40. So it's $200 if you get it bundled together, or you can pay $210 and get them separately. I'm like, you might as well save $10 and get Shakeology for a month. And they're like, oh, that seems crazy. Yeah, let's do that. So that's the bundle without, the only difference is that one doesn't come with the insulated bag. So if you have someone I lead with the 245 pack because I want everyone to get the bag because it's rad. But if they're giving you price objections or they're like, I only want to do BOD and UPF, I'm like, okay, that's fine. But this is what it looks like. And you're going to be really silly not to just do this because you're going to be saving $10 that way. And then we can just cancel it and you don't have to use it after the first month. And they're like, oh no, duh, let's definitely do that. So you guys, and that's where I talk, like, educate yourself, like understand what the packs look like and the price differences and how that breaks down so that you can go into your conversations with confidence and from a place of expertise. Like, you're not like, oh, yeah, sure, it's expensive. Okay, let's just do BOD. Let's just do this. Like, don't be so quick to jump ship, you guys. If you truly trust in the whole solution, which hopefully you do, then you'll find ways to help them see the value in it, because it is, I would have never done Shakeology, you guys, if I didn't get it in a pack. I was cheap as crap, so frugal. I would have never paid $130 to get Shakeology, but I got it in a pack because it was saving so much money and I love a sale. And then I was hooked after a few days and I'm like, okay, how can I get this for the rest of my life? You want your people to at least use it for a month. Help them at least get it when they can save so much on it. Then let them decide if they want to keep it or not. Let them decide at that point, but at least get them started right, okay? Yes. They don't have to continue with Shakeology, but it's dumb to not get a pack in the first place. That's 100%. I'm never pushy or weird about, yeah, you have to stay on it for the rest of your life or whatever. I'm like very upfront. I'm like, girl, I'm like, at least get it the first month. If you want to cancel it, it's totally fine. It's super simple to cancel. Takes a phone call, and I'll help you do it. Like, I don't ever want my people to feel like I'm being weird or like trying to shove them into a corner and whatever. Of course, I want them to stay on it, and I'm going to build the crap out of the value within the group and make sure I'm helping them be mindful of how it's helping them feel and the benefits and helping them love it, because I want them to stay on it for the rest of their life. But at the beginning, just get them started. Just get them started, and then you can take it from that point moving forward. Sweet. What else, you guys? We have like 2 minutes.
I wanted to add, I feel like I got a lot more pushback on Shakeology when I was newer because I was so scared to talk about it because I didn't have that belief. So if you feel like you are getting a lot of pushback or you're having a lot of people say like, yeah, I want to do that, but I don't want to do the nutrition. I'm good with nutrition, or I don't want to do the shakes. I'm not a shake person. That's where your testimony of Shakeology is going to be so, so important, you guys. If you don't have that like belief, you really need to think about, okay, why is Shakeology so important? I have so many people, you're going to hear this a million times, but it's just the truth. I have so many people that will, not so many, but whenever I do have someone who says, I don't want to do Shakeology, I've got my own protein shake, that's where I then come and say, let's talk about your goals, because why are you coming to me? What do you want out of my group? And what are your goals for the next 3 to 6 months? And if they're like, well, I saw this transformation pic you posted, it really caught my eye because that before picture is my body right now. And I want to look like your body after. And then I'll say, okay, I love that you brought that up, because if you want the same transformation that I got, you can get that, but you got to do what I'm doing. And that's where you have to say, I'm doing this every day. You see my workouts, but maybe you don't see the behind the scenes. You don't see that I'm drinking Shakeology every single day. You don't see that I'm following the meal plan. I'm following the Ultimate Portion Fix plan and I'm doing this every single day. And that is 90% of the results that you see on that transformation pic. So those are the things you have to think about. And I actually see Abby on here. She's a brand new coach, you guys. She has totally 100% committed to Ultimate Portion Fix. Every single day she's got her container, she's measuring, she's showing, and she is one of like the 9 people on my team who've hit Success Club already, and she's only been a coach for like 2 months. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of share that, because they're gonna do what you say, they're gonna do what you do, not necessarily what you say they should do. So show them why it's so important. Be a product of the product on your daily social media in a non-weird way. Just make it normal everyday life. Show what you do when you wake up. Show what you do when you're working out. Show what you do when you're hanging out in between life, because you don't want people to only see like, oh, she works out all day long. She's eating healthy all day long. All she does is eat vegetables. Like, we know that that's not real life. We want them to see like, okay, you can live real life and you can still get results. And this is how you do it, because Shakeology is full of tons of vitamins, tons of nutrients, tons of antioxidants, tons of like it has so much more than protein, like what everyone thinks it has. Anyway, just wanted to kind of like paint that picture for you because it is so much about your example on your social media. You are your storefront. You have to show what is possible for people, what you are doing, and why they need to do it. And I think why is the biggest thing here. We have to show them why, not just tell them why.
Love it. That's so good. Okay, if nobody has any other questions, we'll end this and I'll get the recording out to the leaders to get to everybody because that was awesome. So
no call next week.
Oh yeah.
No call next week. So everyone, you guys, like 9 or 10 days, get super intentional, get super focused, do not wait till the freaking last day of the month to start hustling for Success Club. Like I want to scream when my coaches go MIA for 29 days and then come to life on the last day of the month and are like, I'm hustling. I'm like, dude, no, you're just living a stressful life and you're stressing me out because of it. So don't do that. Pretend tomorrow is the last day of the month. If you want to do this stressful run around with your head cut off thing, pretend tomorrow, because then at least everyone else won't be stressed, okay? But you guys, I don't care if you're sitting at 0. I don't care if you signed up yesterday. I don't care what it looks like. You can be intentional. You can share some transformations. You can share your journey. You can share what you're doing. You can be pumped about it. You can share your next group starting. Like, be proactive this week. Send your invites, send your follow-ups, follow up with your ShareCart people that haven't checked out yet. Like, create that urgency around starting Monday. I promise you guys, you're here to help people, and you're not helping anyone by not getting things in their hands to change their life. We don't just want to inspire people. We want to actually help them get the things they need to change their life, not just cheer us on, because we're doing it regardless if we have cheerleaders or not. We want to actually help people change their life too. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Leslie, pretty sure you can make it. You
and
can.
make sure you guys are on the wait list for the trip next year. You guys are about to see how freaking killer this company is. So get your booties on that wait list, and then make sure you lock in SC so that you're on your way to earning it. Because
yes, the trips are earned through Success Club. So if you want to be on the trip next year or the year after or whatever, that's a non-negotiable. Always for the rest of your life. Okay. All right. Yes. Punta Cana 2020. That's right, Jerica. Okay. Talk to you girls later. Thanks for jumping on.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.